So, this review is long overdue, but I was a bit busy during the holidays, so I've just now finally gotten a chance to record this. So Huion sent me their KAMVAS GT-221 Pro around 2 weeks ago, making it my very first monitor tablet, so I decided to record my very first Speedpaint while using Paint Tool Sci for the first time. I'm knocking out a lot of firsts at once. Since I'm still learning how to use both the tablet and the program, I don't know how helpful this review will be. So if you're looking for a solid, informative review from a more experienced artist, I definitely recommend watching other review videos for this exact product. But if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on it so far, feel free to stick around. Now, one thing I really like about this tablet is the fact that it is a monitor tablet, meaning I draw directly on the screen. I know those tablets where you look at the screen while drawing are significantly cheaper and more compact, but the few times I've tried them, it took a lot of getting used to, and I've always felt more comfortable with drawing right on the screen, because it was like drawing on paper. And actually, drawing on the GT-221 Pro feels more paper-like than drawing on my iPad Pro, which I had mainly used before. The screen on my iPad Pro would often get smudged, and I'd have to clean it frequently, but I don't seem to have that issue at all with the GT-221, probably because it's made with anti-glare glass. So, some little features about this tablet, as seen on their Amazon page. It has 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, customizable press keys, which I've yet to use, compatibility with Windows and Mac, and long-lasting rechargeable pens with extra nibs. Another thing I really liked was the stand, especially for something this huge. It is so convenient to be able to adjust the stand and the angle that you draw on so you don't feel like your back is breaking. I say this because my iPad Pro does not have a stand, so I'm always drawing on a flat surface like a table, or with it leaning against something. Due to the size of this monitor tablet, you obviously can't carry it around with you anywhere, so having the desk space for it is pretty important. I can't tell you how it compares to its rival, the Wacom Cintiq, because I'd never used a Cintiq. So, yeah, I think it works great, but I also have nothing to compare it to besides the iPad Pro, which really isn't that similar at all. The GT-221 Pro only responds to the touch of the pen, so you don't need to worry about your fingers or wrist having any sort of effect on it. My iPad Pro, on the other hand, does respond to the skin, so there's been many accidental strokes and undos with that one. There's these grooves on the side of the tablet next to the buttons that you can touch to scroll with, and I actually just recently discovered this feature, which makes it a lot more convenient than using your mouse or your pen. The pen has a pretty quick response time, and I haven't noticed any lag at all in the time that I've used it. Also, it stays pretty cool for a long time. I'd even used the monitor on occasion to play League, and it was fine. I know some people don't like that the pens need to be recharged, which I can understand, but I'm so used to having to recharge my iPad pencil anyway, it didn't bother me at all. Not to mention there's 2 pens, so I can always keep one charged while using the other one. Overall, I really like how this tablet performs. I don't do art professionally, so I can't speak for the pros, but for a hobbyist, this is a pretty nifty product. So far, I haven't really had any issues with this product, but then again, I don't really know what to look out for, and I've only been using it for a short while. That being said, I'm very happy that I finally get the chance to use a monitor tablet, and I'm very grateful to Huion for giving me the opportunity. Now, let's talk about Paint Tool Sci. I've only used it once, and it's been kind of a struggle. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Emily, Paint Tool Sci is so easy. It's the easiest art program to use. And yeah, it probably is, but I'm about as tech-savvy as your grandma, so bear with me. I like Paint Tool Sci way more than the Procreate program on the iPad Pro. There's a much wider variety of tools and colors, so I definitely see myself using this for all my art in future videos. Whenever I watch other people's speed paints, I'm always amazed at how clean their line art is. And as you've probably noticed, my line art is very, very sketchy. It's just something I need to work on, really. But even with coloring, I don't seem to know how to make it neat and tidy. But, practice makes perfect, so I'll be practicing. Now, you may be wondering, who's that you're drawing, Emery? Well, I guess this is my OC? A while ago, I realized I didn't really have an OC. My friend Moonshine actually suggested I start making one, like my own personal mascot, so this is Marzipan's first design. I've always really liked the name Marzipan for some reason, and for those of you that don't know, marzipan is a confection made with sugar and almond meal, which people often mold into cute little realistic fruit shapes and other things. I love how sweets look, but I personally don't like eating sweets, so I thought I would express that through this OC. I thought it'd be cute if Marzipan were the type of girl who liked the aesthetic of sweets and candy, but preferred eating oniony and garlicky things. I chose this not just because it's how I am, but also because I feel like every cutesy pastel OC ever created has a love for sweets, and I didn't want to do the exact same thing, so she's a little garlic baby. I don't really have a backstory for her yet. I mean, I don't really even have her design completely figured out, so she's a work in progress. I hope those of you who are experienced with Paint Tool Sai aren't cringing too hard at trying to see my attempt at drawing with it. But I do enjoy it so far. I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot of research to do, and I know I've been saying that a lot. But, I feel like I'm still gonna get a lot of comments from people saying, you didn't do enough research, this is a terrible review, you don't know what you're doing! And it's true, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm trying to learn, and I'm still trying to get familiar with this product and with this program. So, hopefully, after practicing with this product, you guys will see a significant increase in quality in my future videos. I don't know if I can promise that, but I'm hoping that's what this will lead to. So only time will tell. But thank you for watching my very first speed paint, and hopefully I'll have a lot of new, improved content for 2018.